Previously on the Cowboy Way, Alabama.
Booger Brown!
Booger headed to Kentucky to compete at Road to the Horse.
Let's see the scores from round one here, the wild card competition.
But quickly found himself the underdog in the colt starting competition.
I just drawed a tough colt.
Some investors out of Arizona, they're wanting to open a ranch in Alabama.
Bubba explored a new job lead that could mean big changes for his family.
Would you be up for maybe relocating?
You know, I'd hit Booger and Bubba up about the sale.
Even if they're not on board, I feel like this is something that you can just go off and do.
And despite not having support from the guys, Cody decided to produce the specialty cattle sale on his own.
We're looking for y'all maybe if you had 20, 25 little old pairs to throw in there.
You know, I wouldn't do it for you, but I might would do it for Misty.
And now, on this episode of the Cowboy Way. With Booger away, Bubba and Cody feel the effects of being a man down.
If I do find a ranch in Alabama, it's not going to be close to Geneva. It'll be farther north.
Bubba breaks the news to his in-laws about a possible move to northern Alabama.
I don't like that.
Finally secured a place for the cow sale.
And while Cody moves ahead with his specialty cow sale, Booger falls behind in the colt starting competition.
This horse is a little bit sticky. He's real unsure, and that's something since the day I walked in the round pen with him. I've been trying to really show him that I'm his friend, and we need to make a team if we want to be in this competition.
Heifer staying. I know them two are staying. Today's just a typical day of living on a ranch. Let old Bremer go. Bremer stay here. Come on, Bremer. Shut that white one off. Oh, that's all right. We'll get her out. We'll get her out. And you know, even though me and Booger and Bubba hadn't been working together much, we'll go ahead and load these three. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done around the ranch. We have to gather these cattle up, sort them, and doctor this calf. No problem. Let's see if I can catch this sharp, Ray. She can go on the trailer. Watch your hole right there. Watch your hole, watch your hole, watch your hole. Oh, man. It's all right. She was staying anyways. That dang hand, you couldn't get the gate shut, could you? Bubba hurt his hand not long ago, and Booger's off the road to the horse, starting the colt. And in any operation, when you're used to 3 people and you go down to 2, technically 1.5. This little bull calf right here, we need to try to get him doctored. You start feeling the effects. This calf's bigger than we think, he's stronger than we think. I'm trying to get him on the ground. Bubba can't get him on the ground. He can't get a hold of him. He's got one hand. I got him, Bubba. I'll open this gate. I'm gonna kick you. Ow! A lot of the pressure is starting to pile up on me. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You just take your breath. Once we get the calf doctored, we still have a bunch of panels to move. We've had some panels where we bring the cattle into these certain pens. We want to turn some out. We put them in like a round pen type area. You all right?
Yep.
I mean, it's easy squeezy lemon peasy. Hang on one second, Bubba. I'm gonna get this. What? As soon as we connect the first panel. What?
Oh, mate!
Bubba cuts his other hand. What got a hold of you, Bubba? You got blood all over
Wire
your
right
panel.
there on that pin right there. Put some dirt on it and go back to work, huh?
Daggone, man. I did not know you had your hand in there. I'm sorry about
It's all
that.
right, buddy. Hey, it's my fault. It's my fault, man. Ain't your fault.
It didn't hurt your hurt hand.
No, Didn't hurt my hurt hand.
It just hurt another hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are the odds? Like, it's just... Hey, man, you go home and it ain't got to be done today. I'll get it laid out and we'll just get to it tomorrow.
Man, I forgot to tell you this, but my father-in-law, Mr. David's out of town working in California and asked me if I'd come in tomorrow and fill in for him at the office. I hate to do it to you right now, but at the same time, you know, it's my father-in-law. I kind of need to go help him. Like I said, honestly, I don't know how much help I'm gonna be to you anyhow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see where we're working that Bubba's hurt. I mean, he's in pain. And I just tell him, man, take the day off. Go home, get healed up, come back. But then he tells me he's leaving to go to Mississippi. Booger's at Road to the Horse. Now Bubba's going to Mississippi. Now I'm a one-man band. I don't weigh enough to tote all this weight.
It's bothering me, too, that we're all just kind of spread out right now, spread thin.
And mighty thin, that's for sure.
Here we go as we continue our 2019 wild card competition. And round one is in the books. Our horses are in place. Our fans are ready to go. It's time to start round number 2.
You got this, Daddy.
You know, now that round one's over, I didn't really get as far along as I wanted to. But hey, I've got a little bit different horse than everybody else. I mean, Matthew nicknamed my colt Bucky. Hey, I guess because he's a buckskin and he kind of likes to buck a little bit.
We need to name this horse.
We named the horse Bucky.
You know what? Today's round 2, and man, old Bucky's fixing to get after it.
Booger working his hands, working that rope to see how firm that foundation was from round 1.
He's doing
Matt,
good,
I would
isn't he?
anticipate there'll be good retention today, and things will speed up quite a bit.
When you're starting a young colt, everything's a step. So when you go and you show the horse something on the first day, you keep showing him until he gets it, then you move to something else. If he don't move on, you don't move on. When you come back the second day, you generally give him a little bit of a refresher course, and then you move on to the next step.
Remember, before yesterday morning, these colts were virtually untouched. And the fact that these horsemen can step in, catch these horses this morning in short order, I think it's a testament to our competitors and the aptitude that these horses have.
Okay, pads on, pads on. Horse didn't freak out.
I'm feeling really good about Bucky. He's understanding everything I'm showing him. I think it's time to saddle him up and go on and get to riding this horse. And yes, Ben and Wade are already on their horses and riding them. Hey, that's great. Their horses seem to be progressing a little bit better.
Yay, Booger!
The way Bucky's progressing, I believe, hey, by the end of the day, I can be right where the other guys are. And you know what? This is only day 2. Slide me some poles in here.
Oh, we got another obstacle in the didn't notice. Bucking again.
This horse is starting to relax, but he needs to see other things so he can overcome them. The more obstacles he sees, the more he gets to overcome. Eventually, he will realize there's nothing here that's going to hurt him.
As this round progresses, we will begin to see obstacles brought into the round pen. Some, if not all, of these competitors will try to get their colts outside the round pen.
I think he's about to get on.
Bucky's doing a really great job of responding to me. I mean, he's very relaxed. He's crossing the poles. He's seen some more obstacles. Hey, I think it's time to take him on to the next level.
And there's the first little bit of forward with Bucky.
Yay! Good job, Booger.
I've got Bucky saddled and I've got him riding. He's doing awesome. He's trotting around this pen. He's loping around this pen. He's not totally in love with me being up there, but he's taking it and he's understanding I'm not here to hurt him. Let's roll, Dan. Come on, Dan.
Booger Brown, we remember this buckskin colt so bothered yesterday. Couldn't hardly handle that dead cow strapped to his back. Now, Booger walk, trotting, and loping around that pen.
Oh, he's going out. Oh my gosh, Booger's going out of
Let's go.
space.
I've showed Bucky everything I can show him inside this pen.
Booger gets ready to head out.
We need to get outside, show him one more obstacle, and that's going to be the big open area. Hey, get him rolling, keep him relaxed, get some rides in on out there, because tomorrow, that's where I'm going to be having to compete.
I'm sure he's feeling so much better right now.
Bucky's doing awesome. He's long trotting around this pen. He knows I'm on his back. I've got my hand down. I'm not pulling on him. I'm just letting this horse go where he wants to. And as long as he continues just like this, things are going to get even better.
Good job, Booger.
Horsemanship is spread.
Coming up.
If I do find a ranch in Alabama, it's not gonna be close to Geneva. It'll be farther north, which then puts us farther away from you guys.
That is tough.
This is more like a 2-week horse, not really a 3-day horse. I just don't know if this horse is gonna be able to make it through this journey.
I'm sure he's feeling so much better right now.
I know I do.
Horsemanship is spread.
Oh no, oh no. He's okay. He's okay, he's okay, he's okay.
Looks like he's up. Looks like he's all right. Taking a bow.
I pushed Bucky to his limits, and he couldn't handle the stress. But if you're gonna be a colt starter, you gotta be ready to get bucked off. That's just part of it. But I am at Road to the Horse, so it's definitely not the greatest.
Wonder if you can get back on him now. Please don't hook. Please don't hook.
Love that you're watching Booger and immediately back to that horse, checks a few things, and then right back in the saddle.
When I got dumped off the horse, all I could think is I need to get back on. I got to show this horse that, hey, it's okay, don't be scared. We're gonna keep riding, we're gonna overcome this. This is nothing but another obstacle.
2 minutes, Booger. You wanna ride him in here?
Trying to. Okay.
Don't do it again!
Booger, buckskin, trying to make their way back into the round pen.
There's only a certain amount of time allowed outside of the round pen. And he needs to get his horse back inside.
And Ben is back in the pen.
I know I gotta get back in that round pen, and Bucky is not having it. I'm doing all I can do, and Dan's not allowed to come out and help me. Dan, do I only get one penalty?
You need to change this and bring him in.
If I already have a penalty, can I keep riding?
Well, get him out, get him in as soon as you can. You don't need more.
He's gonna get deducted already, I think.
This is really stressing me out because I know every extra second Booger stays outside of that round pen is going to end up a deduction.
Booger tries different techniques, different things. These colts sometimes a little hesitant to come back in the round pen.
Nice job.
Wade sure got it done.
Get in there.
You can't get in the pen, I'll just get on you.
This horse is killing me for points for staying outside the pen. He just won't come back in. I'm trying to play catch up in a competition. I want to win, and hey, the horse needs to cooperate.
20 seconds, Booger.
Only one of these men will advance to 2020 and headline next year's Road to the Horse.
Just get in there, Bucky.
Can we get behind him?
I'll get behind him.
All right.
Everything was going awesome today. Even getting dumped off the horse didn't bother me one bit. But when he wouldn't go back in the round pen, that's when the clock was ticking and I was really getting major points deducted. That was a big no-no. That is something you just don't do.
The buck off didn't bother me bad. If I wish I could have got him back in the pen quicker. That's what's going to kick me in the butt. But
let's get to the numbers. So round two, shaping up quite nicely.
I knew I would be behind in points because of what happened, but I didn't realize I'd be this many. I mean, I know I'm not in a great spot. There's no doubt. Hey, when you're trying, but sometimes it always don't work out.
All three of these competitors have certainly been awesome to watch, and I'm definitely looking forward to the final rounds tomorrow.
Are you excited? Yeah.
You are not?
There's Liz. It's my favorite person.
Right now, we're down in Mississippi to see my in-laws. A lot of people don't like their in-laws, but I'm a fortunate man, and I have great in-laws. Not to mention my daughter, Andy. She loves seeing her grandparents, and they love seeing her.
Go play in the toy room, Mommy. Be right there, okay?
Come on,
I love
let's
you.
go see. I'll be right back, guys. Set up and Dad'll be calling in 2 seconds.
My father-in-law, Mr. David, he's out of town right now in California on a job. He needs me to be at the office to handle a few situations for him, so I'm gonna do a video chat with Mr. David and see what we're dealing with.
How's California, Daddy?
Oh, it's nice.
Well, Mr. David, what all you got lined up for me? What all do you need me to take care of while we're here?
Well, Bubba, the main thing, I've got about 3 bid packages coming in over the next few days. I really need you to estimate it for me and do a material takeoff, just like you've done 1,000 times.
Yes, sir, I will. I'll do all those bid packages, and then if I get some extra time, I'm gonna cut your grass, because I obviously tell you ain't been here in a while. It looks all right, buddy. It don't look bad. I'm just picking. But, well, good deal. We all miss you. Hope to see you soon. And before you go, I've got something else I need to tell you.
Okay.
It's big news. I need to tell you and Miss Susie.
Another baby?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's not pregnant. After I finished getting my marching orders from Mr. David, I figured it was a good time for me to go ahead and share the news with him and tell him about our possible move up north and a little bit farther away from him. I've had a couple of investors reach out to me from Arizona, and they have an old dairy out there that they want to turn into a organic grow yard. They want to grow organic beef. And then on top of that, they want me to find a big ranch somewhere in Alabama for them to purchase. And if they purchase the ranch, obviously they're gonna want me to run the ranch. And it's not a 100% done deal yet, but if I do find a ranch in Alabama, it's not gonna be close to Geneva. It'll be farther north. So that means we would be possibly moving farther north, which then puts us farther away from you guys.
I don't like that.
That is tough on me, just, you know, the way God made me. That is tough, you know.
So I break the news to my in-laws, and they're not really thrilled about it. You know, moving up north 4 hours away from our house, it's gonna be a big change for all of us.
I just, you know, don't get to see Andy as much as I want to every day anyway, so.
Bubba, do your homework, make an informed decision.
Yes, sir. Well, I would only be doing it to better our family.
Well, I know that, but I also know I miss you too.
Coming up. We've been out riding around looking at sale barns all day.
I got you.
Trying to find a little old place to have a special sale. I mean, we've been to so many places, I'm beginning to wonder if it's time we just call it quits. Which one of y'all turn the heater on?
It ain't too bad you get away from right hand.
Y'all will be working today. What's up, Chris?
Yeah.
I know this is my first time putting on a cow sale, but I know the cattle business. It puts a little pep in my step to know that, you know, this cow sale's right. Even if Booger and Bubba ain't on board with it, this is something that's right for our family. You know, I could be laid up on the couch eating potato chips, but I really need to be looking for the venue. And the longer I take and the longer I wait, the harder it's gonna get. How many head will this barn hold?
A little over 2,600.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. I hope I didn't waste y'all's time, but this place is gonna be too big for my first deal. You know, I've been to Lucedale 100 times, but it's just too big. It's too big for what I want to do, especially for a first-time specialty sale. I want the sale to look packed with buyers, the sale to look packed with cattle. And you look at this place and how big it is, this is the major leagues. I need to start just a little bit smaller. Maybe in a couple years, we'll be booking a sale with you.
That's right, that's right.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Let them know if we can help you.
All right, buddy. Take care, man.
Thank you. Yep.
I'm just getting off of work from Mr. David's shop. I'm headed over to meet Kaylee at the pier. I don't really know what she's got planned, but she seems a little bit excited. Oh, we're fishing?
Yes.
So what made you come up with this idea?
I don't know. You've just been working so hard and helping Dad, but also, you know, doing your thing with the organic cattle and all that. I just wanted us to get away and get a break. And Mama's babysitting, so why not?
Even though I got a lot of stress on my plate right now, Kaylee's my #1 cheerleader, and no matter how bad it is, she always makes me feel better.
How was your day?
Long and busy. I've been trying to stay focused on what he wants me to do, but at the same time, part of me is trying to slide on over and really focus on taking the next step and locating another ranch. I don't know. It's just a lot to take in right now.
I get that your mind's on the ranch, but the Dad thing is temporary, obviously. You know, you're helping him a lot.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, talking about that, I wanted to give you this letter that Mom gave me. This is from her and Dad to you.
Dear Bubba, when Kaylee first told us she met a cowboy from Alabama, we didn't know what to think. Then we met you. We were still unsure. Susie and I have been discussing the new opportunities that have come to you and Kaylee a lot lately. Of course, Susie and I would love to have you and Kaylee and our beautiful granddaughter, Andy, as close to us as possible. But we both understand that you need to do what's best for your family, just as you always have. I'm proud to be your father-in-law.
We want you to know whatever you and Kaylee decide to do, we will support you 100%. We know you will always do what is right and trust you will always do what is best. Thank you so much for taking care of our baby girl and your baby girl. Love, David and Susie.
Does it make you feel like better about it, or?
I mean, yeah, kind of sad too, though, you know. It does make me feel a lot better because I was worried about what they were gonna think when I already moved you 3.5 hours away. Now I'm about to move you even farther, plus Andy.
Yep.
When I read this letter, it was so heartfelt, and I'm extremely happy to be able to have in-laws like that to reach out and tell me exactly how they feel and that they support me 100% wholeheartedly.
That was a nice surprise, but I got a little surprise of my own. I found a ranch for us to go look at.
Yes. When are we going?
ASAP.
Oh, okay.
So I decided, since I found it, and it looks like it's gonna work for the deal, before I show the investors, I wanna make sure that it's gonna work for you. Because if you don't like it, then the deal won't work out.
I am so excited to go see this ranch. For one, I love spontaneous trips, but the fact that he wants my opinion before he finalizes anything means the world to me. This is a huge deal because this could potentially be where we're gonna be living soon.
That's so exciting.
Yep.
It makes it feel so realistic. Ah,
I know it does, doesn't it? Kind of scary at the same time.
I'm not scared.
Now that we've got all that worked out, let's work on catching dinner.
Ah!
Hey, honey, by the way,
I caught the pier.
your bait's supposed to go in the water,
Hold
not
on.
on the pier.
High alert. Everyone stay calm.
Raining. Bad sign. Bad sign. You ain't lying about that. You know, come rain or shine, right now it's pouring, but that don't matter. I still have to find a venue. So me and my cousin Dalton today are just gonna beat down the highway, hit every stockyard within 200 or 300 miles, and look at one and hopefully find one I like. Let's go check it out. Yep, let's see what she's got. As we're riding around, we pull up to this one stockyard, and I can tell right off something ain't quite right. Did you see anybody when we pulled up? Not a soul. My gosh, this place just ain't gonna work. It's just too small. No way to run 400 head, especially if you got 100-something head of pairs. Yeah. There's just no way to do it. Got any other ideas? How much more daylight we got left? A few hours? Yeah, about that. There's one other cell barn about hour and a half from here, kind of north. Weather might be better. I mean, you down to ride? Let's do it. All right. It's starting to get discouraging to me because I've been to all these places, but I've never been to them looking to put on a sale. And it's getting discouraging because I can't find the right feel. And if I don't feel it, I'm not gonna do it, because if you don't feel it, then you're not gonna put 100% effort to get it ready to produce a good event. I should have let you drive. Drove 400 miles in one day, ain't left the state of Alabama. No. Basically, right now, I'm Goldilocks. I mean, we've already been to this place, it's just too big. We've already been to this place, it's too little. We've already been to this place, it's too far out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we've been to so many places, I'm beginning to wonder, it's time we call it quits. We've been out riding around looking at sale barns all day. I got you. Trying to find a little old place to have a special sale. Do you mind if we look at these pins for a second or so? Come on. I've seen them 100 times from the catwalk. I just ain't ever got down in here and really... I got you. Weren't no cattle in here. From the outside looking in, this place is a nice place. It's an old place, but the manager, Mr. Michael, he is a super good guy. And I've kind of left this place out of sight, out of mind.
We can tag them in or whatever we want to do, sort them right through here.
Okay.
That's the way we do it every week. And then the vet, right over here, we just run them in. He can work them. He's got 2 pins right there. Okay. And then take them right down through the alleyway.
All right, good deal. As I'm walking up and looking at the pins and looking how neat and clean this place is, I'm starting to think, you know what? This glove might fit.
See, that could be your spot right there. That's all you.
You look right good standing right there.
You want the in gate or the out gate?
I can work them both. Because most of the cattle I figure they're coming, me, you, or whoever will know a bunch about them so we can hoop and holler and tell them what we know.
That's right.
Frisco City Stockyard. It's perfect for what I'm wanting to do. I mean, it is the perfect size. It is literally the perfect fit. Well, I guess my next question to you is what kind of deal could we work out?
Well, on special sales, we charge a little more. Me and you can work out a deal on splitting the commission. That's it.
All right, I'll tell you what. You got yourself a deal, Mr. Michael.
That'll work with me.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Good to see you, Mr.
Good to see you, too.
Yes, sir. As the day started winding down, I really was starting to wonder if we were going to find a place to put on the sale. But you know, after shaking Mr. Michael's hand and working out the deal we worked out, I think it's a great deal, and I'm really starting to feel confident. But there's still a lot of work to be done. Watch that bull, huh? See, you wasn't paying attention. That bull will be done hooked you down in the middle of the cell.
Coming up.
I thought the horse would be easy, and I felt like them other two horses were going to be really tough.
You know, I wish you had a really easy horse out there and you're just nailing it, but you just do the best you can, and I really think you are. I see something little.
I don't see it.
You don't see that pony?
Oh.
Oh, look how cute it is.
Oh, there's more coming.
Oh, yes.
That horse is so pretty with those spotted.
Hey, guys, what are y'all doing?
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How you feeling?
You done a good job, Daddy.
Thank you, bud. Well, what'd you think?
We were stressed out up there in the stands, but I mean, I think you did a good job. You might not have got scored the way you want to, you know, but...
I thought the horse would be easy, and I felt like them other two horses were going to be really tough.
I was so excited about today, and it started out so great and actually went pretty well altogether, except for the one main hiccup that really bothers me is when he wouldn't get back in the pen. And that's such a letdown because at the end of the day, I can't think of anything else I could have done.
And that horse is just not a 3-day horse. He's a 2-week horse.
No, the look in his eyes, he is just terrified.
Yeah, he is. I know that horse, he had a big problem, and I got him over it. That horse didn't buck with a saddle on him when I started him, and that's something, he couldn't take that saddle. So I taught him to take a saddle today, taught him to take me riding, and I showed some horsemanship, there's no doubt.
And everybody that I hear talking, you know, they're pretty impressed with what you've done with this colt. Got a lot of people out there supporting you.
Yeah, I know it.
You know, I wish you had a really easy horse out there and you're just nailing it, but you just do the best you can, and I really think you are.
He made me a better horseman.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, he made me a better horseman.
You're learning a lot.
I'm learning a lot.
The obstacle course is gonna be pretty challenging with that guy.
Yeah, it is, but you know what? If that horse makes half as much of an improvement tomorrow as he done today, who knows, tomorrow he could give it up, be fine, roll through the obstacles, and boy, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it sure would be.
I'm a little bit nervous about the obstacle course, but this is a good opportunity to gain a lot of points. If I can keep the trust up in this horse, keep him relaxed, heck, I really think I got a good chance of catching up with these other guys and possibly winning the competition.
Just do what you can do.
You do all I can do.
Do what you can do.
Once you do all you can do, that's all you can do.
You got to ride to that hill. You know how to do it.
Yeah, I know how to do it. You're right. What do you say we go get something to eat, guys?
I say let's do it. We need to relax a little bit.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
I've been stressed.
I thought there was more of them here than that.
This is it. They're so pretty.
They are fat. Today, me and Mister are out on the ranch just feeding cattle. Just daily stuff you has to be done because nobody else is going to do it for you. Booger's off at Road to the Horse. Bubba's doing his business in Mississippi for a few days. And you know, days like this really make me appreciate the wife that I married. She's my best friend, and she's a great worker. Thank you for helping me, Dad. I could be working alongside Booger and Bubba right now, but instead I'm working alongside my pretty wife.
I'm a lot cuter than them two.
Tell them I might get their feelings hurt.
No.
I finally secured a place for the cow sale.
Really?
Frisco.
Frisco City.
Cody has been on an adventure trying to find the best venue to host our cattle sale. And I'm just so happy that Cody locked down the Frisco City Stockyard because this is a really important step for getting our sale off to a great start.
Now that we got the venue secure, it's getting the cattle.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's gonna be tough. I mean, it's kind of the time of year where everybody's got plenty of grass. They really ain't wanting to sell, but that's good too because this is the time of year where everybody's got grass and they're wanting to buy.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, man.
Coming up.
Bubba, have you mentioned any of this to the guys yet?
I have not. I haven't told them anything.
That doesn't worry you?
I mean, I can't imagine the guys uprooting their lives and moving all the way up here. Andy, you like it down here? Yeah.
Do you think it's pretty?
Yeah.
Mommy thinks it's pretty.
Today we're going to look at the ranch that Bubba has found. I am so excited, but kind of nervous because this could be our future home. This could be where Andy grows up.
I mean, look at how all these beautiful oaks are. And that's what I wanted to show you.
That's beautiful.
Very beautiful log cabin home.
Oh.
Even got a little
I
shop
think
in the
I'm
back.
love. Little front porch. I can see myself like rocking, drinking coffee.
Mm-hmm. And we got plenty of pasture around here to run all the cattle on. The house obviously is beautiful, and that's the most important thing I wanted to
I was about to say, I'm not even too worried about the pasture thing, because that's your deal, but the house.
See, there's a gate right there going straight out into the pasture, so
yeah.
After I've done my morning runs, you can meet me right there with a biscuit.
A biscuit.
A biscuit and a kiss, how about that?
I can work on that, yeah.
This land is absolutely beautiful. I knew Bubba would find a nice ranch, but he really overdid himself right here. I love it, and I cannot wait to see if this is my future home.
This is a beautiful place, but right through the woods there's a lake, and that's really where I can see us settling down at. I'm build you your dream home.
Well, you realize if we start expanding our family, you'll have to build me a house.
Oh, yeah? Like, you're talking expanding?
Yeah, like more kids.
Well, she needs a brother and a sister. Probably a couple brothers and 2 sisters, something like that. So we could have several.
No.
You already said that every time I travel, it was hard to have her by yourself. Well, if I'm not going to be traveling, we can have a whole football team.
No, are
Basketball
you kidding me? No.
How about baseball team?
No kind of team. Let's get the moving out of the way, and then we can talk about the babies.
Okay.
Bubba, have you mentioned any of this to the guys yet?
I have not. I haven't told them anything.
That doesn't worry you?
Well, I mean, yes and no, but Cody's busy doing his thing with the cow sale, and Booger's so tied up right now with Road to the Horse, I didn't want to tell him anything until he gets back. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't imagine the guys uprooting their lives and moving all the way up here.
I don't disagree with you.
Mom!
I haven't even mentioned it to him yet.
Well, if they're not willing to uproot, would you consider doing it by yourself?
I don't really... Honestly, I just don't have the answer for that right now. To be honest with you, this is supposed to be a happy time right now. This is turning into a worrisome situation, and I'd rather just take you over here and show you this beautiful lake, and let's get back to enjoying the afternoon.
You're right.
Okay. Right now is not the time to be talking about the guys or the company. I really want to get my wife around here and show her this beautiful lake. There's so much more of this property that she needs to see. I mean, isn't this place absolutely gorgeous?
Yes, I absolutely love it. I greatly appreciate you bringing me and Andy here. Seriously. You know, making sure we like it and we approve of it before you tell the investors. I can see our forever right here.
Honey, you're what forever looks like. This is just a little icing on the cake.
You're so sweet. I love you. Me, you, and all the chillins.
Me and you and the whole basketball team.
Not quite.
Punk hole, buddy.
Okay. Time has expired, ladies and gentlemen. Wade Black.
Today's the last day of the competition. This is the grand finale. This is what we've been working for the past 2 days.
All right, Road to the Horse, we're getting set for our next wild card contestant.
We're only allowed a certain amount of time in the arena, then we have to go on to the obstacle course. This is it. This is where we see who's going to be champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Booger Brown as we welcome you to round 3 of 2019 wild card competition. In round 2, we saw Booger would incur some penalties because of his horse not coming back into that round pin.
That's right, because of the extra amount of time that it took him to get back into his pen. He is penalized now in this round, and the 20 minutes that he would have had has now shrunk down to less than 2 minutes.
Being that Bucky took so long outside the round pen yesterday, they took time away. So now I'm only allowed a little bit over a minute to get him caught. Then we're going to get out the round pen and go on to this obstacle course.
He is headed outside the round pen. And folks, that is the first major victory of the day.
That's a good start. I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing I done yesterday. I'm just gonna kind of lunge him around and let him relax. Get his feet moving, just keep him working.
I'm trying to catch up. I'm behind in this competition, and I know we have to go through the obstacle course, but at the same time, I left Bucky in a real good spot. So I feel like we can come in there, go back through our steps, make sure he's good and relaxed, do us some rides, and get on out.
He's wanting to lead. You know, I didn't notice yesterday we had a big problem with leading. I'm gonna take my time and not get him scared. Got your favorite saddle pad. He's like, no. You know, I guarantee you I can take this horse back to Alabama and get him outside where there's nobody but me and him, and you'd see a different fella.
Bucky does not like this crowd.
And that's part of it. I mean, not every horse is meant for the spotlight. It's like people. Let's see if he'll leave that up there when we go get the saddle.
That horse definitely needs more time than what he can give him.
This horse is very, very nervous, and it's really hard to get this horse to overcome being scared.
He's still no saddling.
I don't have the security of a pen, not counting all the obstacles are everywhere.
Don't clap, don't clap.
I got to show this horse that, hey, it's okay, don't be scared, we're gonna overcome this. Then we're gonna go on to this obstacle course.
17 minutes.
You know, there's more than just the obstacle course. You have to do 12 maneuvers. I don't know if he would try the maneuvers and not the obstacles, or just, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Some forward motion there, nice and quiet. Don't want to scare him.
I can tell at this point, Bucky's still not relaxed. He's just not feeling it, and we're running out of time.
He's getting on. He's getting on him. Oh, bless you, Booger.
I just don't know if this horse is gonna be able to make it through this journey.
Don't clap. He does not enjoy clapping.
Even though I'm in this competition, I know I'm still imprinting this horse, and I'm still training this horse, and I want to do that right.
Scared the horse is going to buck.
I'm about to put my leg over this horse. Don't clap. Good job, buddy. Silent clap, that'll be fine.
If I was to push Bucky through this obstacle course, and if this horse was to get messed up right here in this competition and then just lose his mind like he's been known to do, it could really not turn out that great, not counting it could scare him, and it could ruin this horse for life.
Bucky, take a breath. Breathe, son. Amen.
That was really sweet.
You know, this horse right here is telling me a lot of things. When I just stepped off that horse and he walked back up to me, we made friends. This horse is a little bit sticky. He's real unsure, and that's something since the day I walked in the round pen with him. I've been trying to really show him that I'm his friend, and we need to make a team if we want to be in this competition. And you know, with all that said, this horse right here, I'm just going to back up, and I'm not going to worry about this competition. This is more like a 2-week horse, not really a 3-day horse. And you know, if one bobble in this competition fries his mind and messes him up, whoever has him after me is going to have problems. But if I leave this horse right now, he's got a heck of a chance at a really bright future. So thank you, Kentucky. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Road to the Horse is a huge opportunity for me. It's really a dream to be able to come here. At the same time, you don't have to be the winner to come out being a champion. I'm putting the horse in front of me, and that's what I think is the right thing to do in this situation. It wouldn't be right for me to jeopardize this horse's whole future just for one competition. I just don't think it's the right thing.
Time and time again, our competitors truly being here for the horse. Certainly everybody would like to win a check, would like to do well, but when these competitors put the horses first, our Road to the Horse fans appreciate it. A standing ovation for Booger Brown. There's a Cowboy.
Coming up.
I'm telling you, that little horse looked at me today like he ain't looked at me any other time. Any other time he looked kind of confused and scared, and he was sort of trying, and that horse looked at me like, I can't handle this. You know, this is it.
Hey, I'm so proud of you. There were people over in those stands bawling. Like these women next to me were just ugly crying.
Really?
They walked out to your booth and they just said, we just want to hug you and we just want you to know how much we respect your husband. They said he's the winner. He earned the respect of a lot of people here.
I had to find Booger immediately after this competition because it's really important for me to tell him that everybody in the crowd thinks it's very admirable what he did. And I want him to know that we all think he made the right decision.
I cried. And I didn't know if it was because I was so proud of you or if it's because I know how bad you wanted to compete.
I did. I wanted to go through that course so bad.
I know you did. I know that was probably the hardest thing for you.
It is what it is. You know, that guy, he was scared. And I'm telling you, that little horse looked at me today like he ain't looked at me any other time. Any other time he looked kind of confused and scared, and he was sort of trying, and he's trying to hang with it, and he got mad and all that. And then today when I went in there, that horse looked at me like, I can't handle this. You know, this is it. And I was like, can't handle it, buddy. You can't handle it.
I'm glad you listened to him. You did the right thing.
I'm definitely disappointed. You know, I wanted to win this competition, but at the same time, Bucky's future is not worth me being able to brag and talk about that I won Road to the Horse.
It's funny, you always do the right thing. Feel good about it.
You know it's right in your heart. And I could tell you were really at peace with what you decided. A lot of people are proud of you.
Couldn't do it without you.
If you're in this competition, it's because you love horses and you work with them as much as we have over the years. You just don't get in this situation not caring about a horse. And I think that's some of the true meaning of being a horseman, is the love of the animal. And I know to myself I'm a true horseman because I put the horse's future in front of the championship. That's how I feel.
Good job. Thank you, brother. Got it, buddy?
Thanks, bud.
Come on, son. Golly, it's beautiful.
Sure is.
Well, it's been one heck of a weekend.
Sure has. I know I'm ready to get back to Alabama.
Me too.